For all of your real estate needs, call Mike Briggs Properties, 559-486-6758, or check us out at MikeBriggsProperties.com.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Hello, I'm Sherill Calhoun, and I'm the host for Women Pass the Baton. And I have another guest with me right now, and she's a friend of mine, also a professional, and she works in the Tower District, actually. She has where we have our studios, she has a studio, and I met Dorian through eWomen Network. She came to one of our strategic business introductions about a year ago, and she's been someone who has really helped enlighten us on what she does and how she does it, and she's got a lot of creativity about her. I love her personality, and I've loved learning about her, and I'm so glad that she's on the show today. So it's Dorian, welcome to our program.
Hi, thanks.
Tell our viewers a little bit about your professional background.
Well, to begin at the beginning, many years ago, I went to a hypnotherapist to get rid of a phobia. I'd rather not say what the phobia is, but it worked, and that planted the seed. And then about 6 years ago, I became a certified yoga teacher, and it just seemed the next logical progression to become a hypnotherapist myself. Although, honestly, I am getting away from the word hypnotherapist because I've been trained in a number of different modalities. Mm-hmm. Hypnotherapy, Reiki, tapping, or the emotional freedom technique, and yoga, of course. So now, it's just nicer to call myself energy healer.
Okay. You know, of course, Dorian and I have talked about this before, and that is, you know, and maybe you're like this out there, sometimes when people hear hypnotherapy, they think of some voodoo, weird kind of stuff going on. But I know a lot of professionals in the field who are highly regarded, and that's what they do, and they have helped many people. Talk about those modalities a little bit in, you know, one by one. You mentioned the Reiki, for instance. Mm-hmm. What is Reiki?
Well, very basically put, Reiki is a Japanese energy healing technique that relies on hands-on. Although you don't necessarily have to have your hands on the client, it's sort of reading and tuning the energy field that a person gives off, because we are all made of energy. That's right. And we all give off energy. This has been evidenced by,
for eons,
yeah. I mean, when you get into contact with someone who just gives off a bad vibe, you want to stay away from them. Mm-hmm. Or somebody who's really charismatic and gives off a really good vibe, and you're drawn to them. Energy attracts and repels. And so we all give off energy, and Reiki helps tune that energy.
Okay.
Helps a person feel better. It's very simple, actually. And effective.
Okay. Now, is that something that, what symptom would a person have that would come to get Reiki? I mean, what would cause them to come? Why would they want to come get? What would the benefit be to them when they leave?
Leaving, feeling more clear-minded.
Okay.
Calmer, for certain. Reiki has been shown to be very effective for fibromyalgia. Really? So anything from physical pain to emotional pain, mental pain, all of those traumas in between. Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned tapping.
Yes.
What is that?
I love tapping. Tapping is the emotional freedom technique, or tapping, and it relies on tapping or stimulating certain meridian points or energy channels throughout the body. Mm-hmm. There are 7 main energy points in the body, and we call those the chakras. But then there are thousands of others throughout the body. And according to this belief, they correspond with certain parts of the body elsewhere. So, everything's connected. And so tapping is highly effective. It's been used for PTSD in soldiers coming back from Iraq or all the way back to Vietnam. It's effective for physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain. A lot like Reiki.
If someone came in for a session for tapping, how long would that session take?
Oh, it can take as little as 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And it's very easy for a person to learn. Although it's very useful to get initial training from a trained practitioner, somebody who knows what they're doing. EFT is kind of like a gripe fest in the beginning. What that means is, while you tap on the meridian points, you get to vent. You get to air your issues. And you don't even judge whether or not they're negative or positive, and just see how it feels to say them out loud. Stimulating the meridians takes the power away from the negative issue.
Where did that come from? The tapping? Do you know, it's not a Japanese thing? Or
No. It was invented or discovered or created by Gary Craig. Oh, the year I'm not sure on, but it's been around for a while, quite a while. I want to say longer than I've been around.
Well, I've heard other people talk about it, but I never quite really understood the concept. But I had one person tell me that it helped her. She had a great fear of riding bicycles.
It can help with fears and phobias.
And
yes.
that she went and she did the tapping or learned how to do the tapping, and now she rides like 55 miles on her bike, so So, and then I had another person tell me that's how they stopped smoking.
Yes.
So,
yes.
I think it's very, very interesting. Now, the hypnotherapy part of it, where did you get your training for that?
Right here in Fresno.
Oh.
My teacher's name is Diane, and she is also employed, and she is a teacher of hypnotherapy, so she can pass on her skills and knowledge. Yeah, so right here in Fresno.
Okay, and how long does a session for hypnotherapy take?
Oh, just about 55 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it like you lay on a couch?
Yeah. Although you don't have to lie down. I always give my clients the option of whether or not they'd like to stay sitting up or lie down. Most people lie down, but every once in a while somebody will sit up until the next time. The next time we meet, they feel much more comfortable. Oh. We know one another, and they're just like, yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay, so what kinds of things does hypnotherapy treat?
Ooh, stress and anxiety are two of the most prevalent things that people come to me for. Just feeling stuck. Sometimes I'll speak with a client and they just say, I just feel stuck. I don't feel the way I used to. I don't feel good anymore, and I don't know what to do about it. And so, through a series of questions, I find out where they're stuck, what they'd like to do about it, and get them unstuck.
Wow.
Yeah. In a typical hypnotherapy session, I will talk my client through physical relaxation, mental relaxation, through a lot of visualization, and then we get to carry on a dialogue. They stay in complete control of their body and their mind. I have never made anybody cluck like a chicken. Doesn't mean it won't happen someday, but no. Really, I can't make anybody do, think, or say anything they don't want to. They stay in complete control the whole time, and like I said, we get to carry on a dialogue. We get to talk back and forth about whatever issue presents itself, and it's been wildly successful for smoking cessation, especially right after the holidays.
Cool.
People are big into changing their habits.
Right.
And that's what hypnotherapy helps with, is changing and releasing habits.
What is, I see you have some gift certificates here. What is the price point for the things that you do?
Well, I do offer specials from time to time. It is usually $75 an hour, and I am offering a holiday package.
There we go.
For $300 for 5 sessions. That brings it down to only $60 a session. No expiration. And you can share them and gift them to other people.
Oh, awesome.
Gift certificates provided
Awesome.
for all your gift-giving needs.
So $60 in lieu of the $75
Yes.
fee per hour. That's a
Yes.
great deal.
$60 when the $300 package is purchased all at once.
Okay, so, if you feel like you're stuck, or if you feel as though, you're really tense, or you're stressed, or there's some habits that you're looking to change, then I think Dorian has kind of a cadre of things, treatments, modalities that she can certainly work with you on. And knowing Dorian like I do, I know that you'll feel very, very comfortable with her. She's very easy to work with. I just want you to share a little bit. I know that you did a little drama work here in Fresno.
Yes. Well, technically, I've been acting off and on since I was 6. So that's a long time now. And I would say the most recent thing I've been in was the Rocky Horror Show. That was last year. This year, they're doing it all over again. New cast, and I chose not to be in it because I really wanted my holidays to spend with my family, because drama can take a lot of your time.
I know that,
but it's worth it.
You know what? I know that because my grandson was in a major, like a 50 years of Broadway play, and it went on for 2 months. I mean,
Yeah.
It was like, and
Yeah.
then he had practice and practice and practice. So
yes.
I know it's a
Yeah.
dedicated art. And then what else have you done, Dorian? You know what I'm going to ask you.
That was a while ago too. I'm guessing the fire
Yes.
eating.
Okay, would you ever imagine this girl was a fire eater? I mean, this little petite thing. What got you interested in that?
Well, I was friends with a guy named Doug for many, many years, and he called me up one day, contacted me, and said, "We'd like you to be in our acting troupe, the Captain Scurvy Show." Yeah. And I said, "Great, count me in." He said, "Oh yeah, you're going to have to learn to eat fire." And I said, "Even better." So
wow.
Scurvy, one of my favorite people in the world, taught me how to eat fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you ever get like burnt, hurt? Yeah. Oh,
Well, not
wow.
hurt bad, but yeah, I've left practice smelling my own burning nose hair.
Oh my gosh. I don't know.
Hey, we're being authentic, right?
See, I thought I was a risk taker, but I can see right now I'm not much of a risk taker in comparison to Dorian.
Well, there's a fine line between risk and stupidity.
Well, listen, I think that your offer is phenomenal, and I think that those of you who are online here, the number for Dorian is 355-7863. So if you're interested in the special, I'd sure take advantage of it and give Dorian a call. I'm sure she'll consult with you and kind of give you an idea of what direction you need to take. So I just want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for asking me.
You're very interesting, very creative, just a delight, actually. And so
Life is what you make it.
And I appreciate you being here and sharing what you do with the world.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. We'll be right back after this message.